let's get this tank put together. So we'll start with this filter basket that we just assembled here. Let's take out our little basket and we'll put our filters in. So the first filter is your foam filter, that's on the bottom. The second filter is a charcoal filter. Now the charcoal filter needs to be rinsed before you put it in here. So I sneakily went and rinsed this one ahead of time, just so it would be ready. But when you get yours, it'll just be in a container like this. So just stick it under the tap for a minute or two and get all of the loose pieces of charcoal out of there. The third filter that goes on the top is a Biomax filter. And this is a little bit different this year. If you're used to that bag of bones, this is a little bit of a different shape, but it should fit in there just fine. So you just lay these filters like this, and then you slide this little basket into your filter system. Stick that down. Oopsie. Not quite square. There we go. That's in there. Okay. Now, so the water gets sucked up here, and then it goes into here through the filters, and then it pours back into your tank. So this is the part that needs to be in your tank. So just for now, just shove this in the back, and there should be a little indentation in your tank where this goes. It's usually on the right-hand side. So it slides right in like that. Okay, I'll put the lid on for now, but we do have to always remember to prime this. That means we have to fill it with water before we actually get it plugged in and started. So just so I don't lose the lid, I'll just set it in here for now. Okay, so the power head we've already put together. So let's get that electrical cord in the back. That's where it belongs. Now make sure that your white filter that's on the bottom doesn't have any cracks or holes in it. If it does, if there's a hole in it or a crack in it, put some duct tape or something over top of that. Otherwise you'll have your little fry going down there because they do like to bury into the gravel, and you may never see them again. So I just simply use duct tape. This is the tube that holds this, so it's going to go like this inside your tank. This slides in on the back left-hand side. You'll see that there's some inserts in here, so that slides in there. And then this is going to, and it's probably not going to stick right now. It's going to be kind of floppy because it needs the water to actually hold it in there. But you want that just inside there. And then when there's water in there, you'll just push it back. And that's basically like that. We're missing the actual oxygen. Sometimes falls out. That's number one. And check this end, because sometimes if this gets pushed down, it'll look like no oxygen coming out of there either. So again, about 1 millimeter open, and that's pretty loose in there, but just hang it over. Once your lid's on there, it's not going to move much. Okay, so that's basically the setup. You want to try to have this white plastic bottom filter pushed to the back of your tank. You're going to have about a finger's width of room in the front. We're going to put gravel in next, and then we'll cover up this so that nobody can see when they're looking at the front of the tank what that looks like. Okay, you'll notice your tank has got the 3 sides on. Those 3 sides are going to stay on all the time. For the first little while until you actually get your eggs, we'll leave the front off. Once the eggs come, the front stays on. It gets put on, stays on, and that front is going to be staying on until egg, eyed egg, alevin stage. Once they become fry, and that's usually around the end of January, beginning of February, then we'll take our front cover off, and it'll stay off until we release the fry, usually in May.